The action heats up in the MPVA as two teams with something to prove take the center court. Of course, you have Shika Espinosa here from Caloocan, who is still in search for their first win after consecutive losses. While on the other hand, you have Floris and Papa from Pasay City, powered by the battle-tested Philippine Air Force, are flying high after dropping their opening matches and now winning those matches afterwards. Quezon Tangerines are the defending champions, winning that game against Binyan 3-2 on that five thrilling sets. And right now, we'll be witnessing our last match here this afternoon. Caloocan Aim Spikers going against Pasay Lady Voyagers. Good afternoon to all of our valuable fans. This is still Jong Panerio, and again, here with me is Pon Galvez. Pon, for sure both teams must have been really wanting to get that momentum to get a W. And for Caloocan, in their home court, what do you think that they need to do in order for them to get that elusive win?
I think for Caloocan, they have proven that they have good performance in the last game. Nagkulang lang at some points, pero I think they have to think of this as a journey. As a journey na the longer the season goes, the more we're gonna see their chemistry as a team.
Exactly. Well, sometimes it doesn't matter how you start but how you finish the game. But meanwhile here, tignan naman natin ang naging nakaarang laro dito ng Caloocan. Of course, their previous matches, that is not something that you wanted, of course, if you're Caloocan. But here comes Caloocan defeated by Marikina in 3 passionate sets.
So Marikina had their historic first win against Caloocan. Caloocan admitted that they only had a few training sessions. So maybe that's one factor bakit they lost that game in straight sets. But also, the only way to go is up. I think that's the mindset that they should think. And also, consider that this is their home court. They have the home advantage na pwede nilang gamitin to boost their momentum into this game.
Exactly. Well, I like how you use the term historic win there for Marikina. But well, if Marikina did that well for Caloocan, you can also do that. But of course, here for Caloocan, there are some notable players who actually do the business, who do the jobs, but that this player cannot do it all alone. She needs help. And I'm talking about, of course, their team captain, Shika Espinosa.
So Shika Espinosa had 7 attacks, 1 ace, a total of 8 points. She had times where she was struggling with her reception and attacks, pero at the latter part of the game, nakakabawi siya eh. So that's what you want from a captain, na bumabawi from errors, and that's something we could expect na maybe she's gonna perform more consistently this game. It's definitely going to benefit the side of Caloocan.
But Shika Espinosa's effort is not enough if they wanted to get that win. But sabi ko nga, they need another spark plug for them to get that elusive win. But well, going back here for Pasay naman, they stumble during their first match against Das Marinas, but they are able to win the succeeding matches.
So this time, Pasay proving that they are the veterans. They went against Marikina again, a young team. Pinatunayan ng Pasay na mga veterano sila. They dominated in attacks 43-16. That's the most important statistic in that game. Kasi we know that this team has a lot of strong spikers, and it's really a matter of time that we really see them na sabay-sabay pumapalo ng malakas for the team.
Definitely. And Pons, you've mentioned about this team has a lot of strong spikers, a lot of credible players, and I think that has been a very good news and advantage dito nga para sa Pasay Lady Voyagers, who have thought and who have noticed that you've missed the presence of Kim Son, that you've missed presence of other players, because a lot of players actually from the bench is stepping up big time every time that they are been calling for duty. And let's talk about none other than Florence and Papa stepping up big time. What a revelation here for Flores and Papa in their previous match.
So Papa scored 11 points in that game, but we also have to note na itong Pasay, 7 players yung nag-score ng more than 5 points. So very equal distribution, pero nag-shine nga si Papa. And yes, we need that top scorer na kung kailangan mo ng puntos, sa kanya ka pupunta. And this outside hitter has proved that in the past couple of games para sa Pasay. Also, this score is from Air Force. So yung Pasay, may pinanghugutan rin silang sistema na long-lasting system from the Air Force na i-apply nila dito sa MPVA.
And what can you question about the team who have already a proven track record of winning games, of winning championship? But Pasay has that, and they're trying to pave the way here for the new players. But if you're watching here in MPVA, you can catch all the games live and free exclusively on pusup.com. Your game, your community. Join now, powered by Smart, the official telco partner of the MPVA. A special thanks to our media partners, Smart Pros and Puso Pilipinas. And of course, wag na natin patagalin pa. Let's keep this game going. Let me turn you over to our venue game announcer.
Presenting our officials for our match number 14. First referee, Mr. Paul Romeo. Second referee, Mr. J. Diriquito. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is the second season of Manny Pacquiao's Maharlika Pilipinas Volleyball Association, ang Liga para sa Lahat. This is the second match of our double-header game, a game between Caloocan AM Sparkers versus Pasay Lady Voyagers. And now, let's meet the starting six for both teams. Starting with the Caloocan AM Sparkers. They're led by their team captain, outside hitter number 8, Chica Jean Espinosa. Number 5, outside hitter, Perque Nieva. Number 6, middle blocker, Angelique Ledesma. Number 9, opposite hitter, Ray Manalo. Setter, number 11, LCJ Yan. Another middle blocker, number 16, Son Z Dahan. And their first libero, Honey Lacerna. With their coach, Coach Michael Palermo. Now let's meet the opposing team. Let's meet the Pasay Lady Voyagers, led by their middle blocker, player number 2, Phoebe Australia. Another middle blocker, number 9, Josa Camosa. Outside hitter, number 17, Eureka Estapor. Opposite hitter, number 20, Tresha Pato. Outside hitter, Floris Papa. Setter, Venice Buson. With their first libero, number 26, Leia Assumpcion. With their head coach, Coach Camille Labanto.
Well, here comes the lineup. Well, usual suspect pa rin tayo dito sa Caloocan. You have the veterans, I must say, or NCAA legends, Sonzi Dahab. You have Rhea Manalo, Chica Espinosa, and of course, Nieva as a winger, and Lacerna manning the defense here for Caloocan. For Pasay still, no Kimson. Wala pa rin dito si Kimson. So, let's see if who will step up right now in this match, because the last time it was Flores and Papa. Let's keep this going as Chica Espinosa serve this for Caloocan. This is really a test of resilience versus momentum. Meanwhile, oh, first point belongs to Caloocan. Pons, I know it's kind of very hard here for Caloocan. It's really hard to play considering that you have not won any matches yet.
Yes, but it's to think of it in a positive note, 2 games pa lang naman ang nalalaro ng team. So definitely, umpisa pa lang ng season. So there's
Oh
still
yeah,
a lot of things that could happen for your team. A lot of things to be optimistic for.
I like that. And of course here for Pasay naman, yes, they stumbled during their opening match, but you know what a way for them to bounce back and make sure that um, they're going to win their succeeding matches. And if you're Pasay naman, Pons, kabaliktaran dito ng Caloocan, you are trying to, you know, to secure and to not experience that defeat again that you have experienced.
So yes, they should definitely take each game as a learning opportunity. Look at that, Papa scoring her first spike of the day,
Mm.
carrying over from her excellent performance in their past win against Marikina.
And the physique of Flores and of Papa is really very athletic. I mean, her build, kita mo, I mean, there's really so much potential and power from this girl.
Yes, athleticism something we could definitely consider then. Now these players are still growing,
Oo,
but at the same time ang lakas na rin nila and a lot more to grow, but at the same time yung start pa lang ng season, condition na rin.
exactly. And good start here for Caloocan because for the past 3 services dito ni Venice Puson, I mean, Caloocan really struggled on their service reception. Good thing that Caloocan was able to score well, at least they remove Puson dito from the service deck. Oh,
That point was given to the side of okay. It was changed, it was given to the side of Pasay. But then again, Chica Espinosa trying to get the call reversed.
I'm not sure, Pons, if someone from Caloocan touches the net or if Venice Puson
Yeah, it
is
may
asking
have
for
Yep,
overreaching.
it may have been an overreaching because Dennis Puzon was still in the process
Oo.
of setting the ball.
And here comes Papa again. Hindi pa patinag as early as this first set.
That's correct. It's really continuing yung good outing niya from the other game. This time, ang importante doon sa paro na yun was the flick of the wrist.
Mm. This time, good serve. Pupuntahan dito, Rhea Manalo from the opposite.
Rhea Manalo and Nieva, both products of the University of the East, UAAP alumni. And it's showing that they're still at very high level.
Totoo.
They continue to improve here in the MPVA.
At yun nga yung gusto ko dito, Pons. I mean, I've seen a lot of alumni dito from the NCAA and UAAP, but yet still in a very good condition of playing in a very good physical form that can still play volleyball. Meanwhile, dito Flores and Papa one more time. And also you have Nieva, also I think from UE as well. Nieva one more time, adjusting. Venice Puson, gagawa ng paraan dito. Kabalsa, no. Nieva one more time.
Nieva already with 3 points in her stint in the front row. Definitely a hot start for her. Look at that. Cross-court chart, no one was manning that back row.
Rhea Manalo still serving here for Caloocan. The reception has been an ongoing issue here on the side of Pasay. Asking for a check, not granted here by our first referee.
Point goes to the orange side. The side of the home court team. Caloocan, it was an error.
Yes, home court nga pala itong Caloocan. We're currently live and broadcasting here in the Caloocan Sports Arena. This time from the back, Chica Espinosa. Venice Puso ang pupuntahan. Floris Papa catches the line and it's good.
That was a great cross-court shot by Papa. So Papa and Nieva with 3 points apiece in this early start of the set. This time, angle naman yung ginamit niya other than the top spin.
Oh, good short serve.
Papa continues to score 4 points right away with the rate at how she's scoring right now. She's bound to exceed her output from the last game.
But why it is really so hard to receive those short service?
I think players are really just used to receiving hard balls. So nagugulat sila when the balls go short.
So nasisira din yun nila, yung timing nila doon.
And the defense pattern is not really prepared for that short ball.
And there you go. Pasay here. Soaring and scoring here. Let's take a look. It's so good. We have to see it twice. Simple volleyball. Pasay taking the first technical timeout.
Game! With Smart Only 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable. For only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now.
Kick Mobile. Download the Kick app, choose your number, activate the eSIM, and own the country's first ever customizable mobile experience. Stay first in line for network priority. Kick Mobile. Download now.
Nagbabalik ang Manny Pacquiao sa MPVA, ang liga para sa lahat. So a while ago, I had the chance to speak with head coach Michael Palermo of the Caloocan AM Spikers, and he told me, and he was very honest, sabi nga niya, medyo kinakabahan daw siya playing their first game of the season here in Caloocan, but he said he wants his girls to play with a lot of joy and just enjoy the game because nung recent matches daw nila, napansin niya na medyo seryoso at medyo tense yung squad niya. So he said, entering this home game, I want to be able to defend home court. At gusto niya maganda yung performance na maipakita ng mga girls. He always advised them, play with a lot of joy, play with heart, and most importantly, just enjoy the game. Tinanong ko rin siya, sino gusto niya mag-step up sa laro ito? Of course, you have guys like Rhea Manalo, Espinosa. Gusto niya number 4. He wants his libero to step up also for the team as well because sabi niya, she plays with a lot of joy, a lot of energy. And it's all about having good vibes, good energy on the court. And hopefully, maitawid nila yun sa game na to against Pasay. Balik sa inyo, Jong and Pon.
Well, I couldn't agree more. I mean, also, if there is, players that need to step up here in this match, I think it will be better, Pons, if everybody, would step up here in this match, whether if you're a bench player, at least when your coach called you to be inside the court, at least you are ready. And meanwhile, dito, well, just like that, Pasay is now leading by 4 here kontra Caloocan.
Yes, sir, that's correct. Everybody has to be ready because everybody has roles. Masabi man natin you were part of the bench, you still have a role in this team. You have to be ready to step up kung kailangan.
How about that nostalgic Chica Espinosa hammering down that attack?
Yes, it's good to see Espinosa with a hard hit right away at the start because in their last game, medyo nangapapa siya nung umpisa. She had a slow start, but this time, it's good to see the captain stepping up right away.
And of course, if you're a captain, more than the scoring, there's a lot of responsibility points. I mean, you have to walk the talk, and just like that, Chica Espinosa, back-to-back points here for Caloocan.
Yes, that's correct. You do not only have to score, you have to lead the team. In times where you are down, you have to keep the team at a level head space to really still compete at this level.
Certainly. But meanwhile, as Lapor, babalikan Chica Espinosa, nobody's home.
Chica Espinosa had 2 consecutive points, one from a spike and one from a drop. This time, Pasay able to stop that offense, that momentum that Espinosa is building.
This time, pagitna, that is inside.
Great quick attack. It's good to see the quick attacks being used early in the set, and like Coach mentioned, gusto niya mag-step up yung liberos and the passers kasi doon nagsisimula yung mga magagandang quick plays natin.
The question now is if they can actually continue doing that, Meanwhile, dito sa likod, Papa, masyadong malayo.
There's errors, but it's okay. Papa already had 4 points. So she's allowed some sort of allowance
Oo.
to commit some errors. And it's also just at the start of the game.
Pwede pa mag-commit ng error because she committed 4 points. But this time, let's see now. Definitely reverse it here to Rhea Manalo as Papa doing well at the back. Eslapor. Eslapor again. Chica Espinosa will try. Denied. This will be an opportunity here for Pasay as Eslapor. That is inside.
Eslapor confident with that attack. And nag-iinit rin si Eslapor. Eslapor is a former Lady Maroon from UP. And she was also a beach volleyball player. So
Yes.
a lot of skills in this lady.
You can expect endurance at yung mga beach volleyball techniques for sure. Gagawin ni Eslapor dito. But how about that dig coming from the libero of Pasay? Papa gagawa ng paraan. This time, Chica Espinosa.
Chica Espinosa, hindi na talaga kailangan mag-init. So she already has a hot start right now and she has to capitalize on that. Look at that. Breaking through the block. She knows she has blockers in front of her, but she was not afraid
Oo.
to hit that with a hard spike.
And iba yung drive ni Chica Espinosa ngayon, especially this season, knowing that she's now the captain of the team.
Yes, that is correct. As Astilia with a good quick attack on the pink side of Pasay. So early on in the game, we were hearing a lot of names. So that's good that the setters are distributing the ball.
Oh!
Miscommunication. Astilia unsure if she was supposed to get that ball or get ready to spike. But I think the rule there is just to get the ball near you. Sumigaw ka ng mind, sabihin mo akin na yung bola. Because that was a high ball. Anybody could have gotten that.
That is not over. Service error here.
Ledesma with a service error. But so far, so good for both teams. They are entering the halfway point of the first set with just a few errors, but also having a great impact plays.
Let's see who will have that lasting impact points in order for them to win. As Flores and Papa now bumababa ang porsyento dito. Chica Espinosa, kontra rin, taas ng porsyento everywhere in the court.
Yes, the Caloocan AM Spikers tumatawa na lang. Chica Espinosa even laughing after that because she was just standing, giving a free ball, but she got a help from the net. And looking at the coach, I got a lucky point.
This time, Venice Puzon. Ito Cabalsa, no? Babalikan dito. That is Nieve. Outside.
Nieva after scoring 3 points early in the set, this time with an error. But she has been capitalizing on that cross-court shot. So, something she's very confident with.
Oh. Ball is good. Nieve rather. Puzon. Eslapor. Rhea Manalo ready to dig that ball. Chica Espinosa from the pipe. Parong. This time, Sonsida have no. Venice Puzon will set this over to Eslapor. Eslapor! And it's a point here for Pasay. And Eslapor points is doing basic volleyball, textbook volleyball. Just enough power here to find that donut hole on the side of Caloocan. We'll get back to you as the second technical timeout, 16-13.
Plans, play, game! With Smart Only 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable. For only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now!
Kick Mobile. Download the Kick app, choose your number, activate the eSIM, and own the country's first ever customizable mobile experience. Stay first in line for network priority. Kick Mobile. Download now.
Exclusively on pusup.com. Your game, your community. Join now. Powered by Smart, the official telco partner of the MPVA. Special thanks to our media partner Smart Sports and Puso Pilipinas. And of course, our queen of the court and Pasay's previous win, Flores and Papa here on your screen. Again, we have not seen Yumi Yonko Kimson yet. And we have not gotten any report yet on why she's not. I think for 3 games or 2 games already, we have not seen her. But no worries, says Pasay as Papa ready to contribute points on her behalf.
Papa already with her 5th point as early as the first set. Already had 2 service aces.
Wow.
Nieva wasn't able to control that float serve. And it's something that Caloocan should be worried about, that they should not make this lead any bigger. Because
Definitely.
they played well. Actually, they started well now as compared to how they started in their last game.
Flores and Papa, there is too much muscle on that serve. That's gonna be outside. But here for Caloocan Pons, I must say, it's really Shika Espinosa. I mean, doing everything. You understand that she is the captain and she need to walk the talk. But I mean, the other teammates should also contribute. I mean, especially on offense.
Eslapor, was that Eslapor?
Oh, I think that is Cabalza hitting.
Cabalza.
Yeah.
As the... no, it was Eslapor.
Oh, it's Labor. Actually.
A lot of beach volleyball plays we've been seeing since a while ago. The off-speed shots, the shots at the net. That's a sign that you're a great beach volleyball player. The court awareness that you have.
Oo. Because in beach volleyball, I mean, dalawa lang kayo and you really need to get to know your partner really well. And you need to be extra good on defense as a beach volley. Meanwhile here, Sebastian will replace Venice Puson.
For the side of Caloocan, Diolan and Raslan came in for a double sub, and then this time the same double sub strategy being implemented by the coach. So they want full front lines. Both teams want full front lines, focusing on offense and blocking.
And of course, Pons, we are so delighted that we have the honorable presence of our mayor, Along Malapitan, Congressman Oka Malapitan, and Konzi Enteng Malapitan, all out in supporting the matches here in Caloocan Sports Arena. Thank you for your warm support to the MPVA. And meanwhile, Pons, as we can see here, ganda ng palo naman ni Cabalsa doon.
She tried the left-handed attack that time, and it worked.
This time, Raslan, no.
That was that set was very close to the net. That set by Sullivan. Even as Lapore, who had already scored 5 points, 4 or 5 points, could not handle that.
Pasay is up by 4. Over reception here. Let's see kung paano gagawa nito ng paraan. Shika Espinosa overcooks that one.
Because Espinosa had some success in that cross-court angle, but like Nieva a while ago, too much angle, it's not gonna work. You have to control your shots.
And Bernadette Flora here, your service and defense specialist. Susan Raslan. That is inside. Puntos para dito sa Caloocan.
Susan Naslan targeting the area of Bern Flora, even if Bern Flora, since he just entered the court. Susan Naslan, that's a hard angle to do if you're right-handed opposite spiker. You really have to twist your body and have the proper wrist action to score that
Yeah.
point.
Exactly. But this time, dito, Flores and Papa, what's good about her is that, I mean, not only very reliable sa opensa, but even though nasa likod, she's not a liability. But meanwhile, Chica Espinosa doing everything here for her team Caloocan.
That's correct. Chica Espinosa alternating her attacks, strong shots, placement shots. That was a perfectly placed drop ball.
Yeah. Meanwhile, dito gagawa ng paraan on that awkward set, yet but able to convert.
Astilla, a great cut shot right there. It was just an adjustment set, but they were able to execute that. Sometimes yung mga ganyang set, it just shows na you have chemistry with your players. Na you have a system built in your team.
And that is the challenge din, Pons, kasi itong mga players natin, it is not every day that they see each other. Most of them are working. So I think gelling and the chemistry is something that, you know, they have to build over time.
That's correct, sir. And on the other hand, for Pasay, even Rhea Manalo has committed yung cross-court wide error. So it's something that they should address because it has happened a couple of times already, that specific error.
But as Lapor, well, there was a game, I think the second game dito ng Pasay, wherein Eslapor actually managed to be the queen of the court, I'm not sure, or the leading scorer here. And after that, it was Flores and Papa. And with the absence of Kim Son, I mean, these two are really stepping up big time here for the ladies in pink.
Yes, that's correct. Also, it's good to see as a coach. Even if one of your star players are absent, others are stepping up and you're winning games.
Oh, definitely. That's what matters the most. For sure, you're winning games. Chica Espinosa, that is not over.
On the side of Caloocan, it's Espinosa and Nieva leading the team with offense. So for both teams, yung mga outside hitters, yung pinapagana ng maaga ng mga setters.
And Coach Camila Banto dito, ang Pons maninigurado na. Balik dito si Vendes Puson. Still, full rotation tayo dito sa Pasay. But here comes Caloocan calling out for a timeout. You know,
Yes.
Paul,
Because
yeah,
we're at the latter part of the set and it's hard to just give up points, to commit errors, or to just exchange points. You have to make our big run if you were Caloocan kung gusto mong i-tie pa itong set na to.
exactly. You need to step up big time. But, of course, here, I have, you know, great heart talaga sa mga underdogs. I remember during the inaugural season, Marikina consecutive losses. But you know what? That Cinderella run of Marikina allowed them to be in the Final Four. So, I mean, that could be a good example here for the rest of the teams to, you know, that it is still, nothing is impossible. That it is really how you end the game. And it's better to end the game stronger. Meanwhile, Rhea Manalo trying to do some smarts. Binalik agad ng bola dito. And puntos dito for Caloocan.
Manalo and Ledesma with placement shots. And the good thing with Caloocan is it's evident that they've already improved from their past game. As early as now, we can see the improvement, the smoother transitions.
Yeah.
So that's something we could expect sa liga tulad nitong MPVA Season 2 na it's a very long league.
Oh, yeah.
I expect teams to really step up their game in every appearance.
Definitely. And let's see now, Flores and Papa. Oh, Chica Espinosa will give back the opportunity here to Pasay. Combination play! Sayang.
Everything but the point for Pasay. That was a great combination play. Unfortunate that it was just a wide shot by Parong.
2 more points here for Pasay to close out set number 1. Papa again. Chica Espinosa. Good coverage. Gagawa ng paraan. Nieva. Denied.
Nieva disappointed in that instance. She was able to cover her own attack. Great block coverage. No one was there to get the second ball. Take a look at that. Nieva, strong spike. Got blocked. The ball was still high enough to be saved.
And during that time, Pasay was impenetrable on that one. That is outside. Sabi ng Caloocan, not yet. Well, it's 21-24. Still very manageable.
Yeah, but Pasay giving more opportunity for Caloocan to tie the game.
Mm-mm.
That could be a costly error, but we're gonna determine that. No, not anymore. Rhea Manalo returns the favor and gives the set to Pasay.
And you know what? Sabi ko nga, you commit your error in any part of the set, but not on the latter part of the set. And through that, 24-21 in favor here of Pasay Lady Voyagers.
With Smart Only 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable. For only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now.
Kick Mobile. Download the Kick app, choose your number, activate the eSIM, and own the country's first ever customizable mobile experience. Stay first in line for network priority. Kick Mobile. Download now.
Only projects, plans, play, game. With Smart Only 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable. For only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now.
Kick Mobile. Download the Kick app, choose your number, activate the eSIM, and own the country's first ever customizable mobile experience. Stay first in line for network priority. Kick Mobile. Download now.
And now Pasay drawing first blood here, 25-22 against, of course, the host here for today's game, Caloocan. Pons, I must say, ito of course, Caloocan started really very strong with the consecutive points sa pinakita dito ng kanilang team captain, Chica Espinosa. But meanwhile, Florence and Papa, and of course, Parong has been really very consistent as well during the first set for Pasay.
Yes, it's the wing attackers that have contributed greatly to the cause of Pasay. But also, for the side of Caloocan, they should be happy with this performance. They've shown growth already from their past game. And Chica Espinosa stepping up as the captain, walking the talk. Sabi
Yeah.
nga nila, it's good that you are a role model in this team and really contributing in offense. And for Pasay naman, it's a good thing na they're activating everyone. They may have the deficit when it comes to attacks, pero 3 blocks, 3 aces, a total of 9 points na walang maikontra ang Caloocan. So, definitely an all-around game for Pasay. That's the narrative that they're trying to impose today in this game.
Well, they've been playing really all around and they've been playing impeccable since that stumble during their opening match in Dasmariñas. But here comes, of course, Caloocan still finding that elusive win, that elusive W to be on board here on the standing. But meanwhile dito, well, I must say, sabi ko nga po sa mga teams natin, I mean, these are all great players. I mean, they will not be here if they are not. I mean, maybe they need just to look for that perfect kind of chemistry wherein their skills will blend and, you know, mag-work sila as a team. But meanwhile dito, Venice Puson pupuntahan. Nieva finally scoring a point first here for Caloocan.
As we said, the wing attackers, the outside hitters are the main scorers for both teams, and Nieva has continued to be a consistent force for this side of Caloocan. Yun yung hinahanap natin, yung mga ibang tutulong kay Chica Espinosa in the scoring load.
Yeah, and that could be in in the person of Nieva, of Rhea Manalo. And pumasok pa naman. May halong swerte.
Papa with a lucky point there with the help of the net. It's one thing to be good, but it's also one thing to be lucky. And no one was ready for that.
Nakikita mo yung saya nila because nobody thought na papasok yung bolang yung Rhea Manalo. Cross-court kill.
Rhea Manalo, an excellent cross-court shot from Caloocan. So this could be something that we could watch. The Shika, Espinosa, Geneva, and Manalo trio for Caloocan.
Oh, yeah. This time, denied. Pupunta. Oh, Floris Papa not ready. 1-2 play. Pancakes good. No, as per first referee.
Yup. Great. The drop shot right there. She replaced Diolan as the starting setter for this team today. Take a look at that.
Wow.
Looks like she was gonna set to the middle, but she set the ball to the other side.
Nieva. And this is a good start. Pretty much a good start here, Pons.
Yes.
For Caloocan compared to the first set.
You can see that they were not disheartened with losing that first set.
Yeah.
They're still all confident at the start of the second.
Certainly. This time, oh! Floris Papa. It's still good. Papa gagawa ng paraan. Venice Puson will give out a free ball. Pupuntahan Don si Dahab on a running. Don si Dahab. Oh! Eslafor from the pipe.
Eslafor, you could really see with the way she flicked her wrist that she wanted. She aimed for that zone number 5. Take a look at it. This is a back row attack. But she directed it to the right. No one was there.
Floris and Papa. Shika Espinosa na pupuntahan si Rhea Manalo. Meanwhile, Venice Puson pupuntahan dito. Oh, ganda ng tago nun. But good pick up dito for Caloocan. Floris and Papa. Eslapor nabitin.
Eslapor misjudging that. That was already a far set from Papa. It was already far from where Eslapor would usually attack.
Exactly. Not her, kind of set. But as Nieva, Eslapor papalo. Rhea Manalo now. Venus Puson one more time. Going back to Eslapor. Shika Espinosa. To Papa to Puson. Pupuntan ka bala sa gitna. No, well defended. Long rally here. Again, long rally ended by an error.
Espinosa not really patient in that rally. She wanted to end the point right away. It was a very long and interesting rally, and you can see the frustration in her face.
And you know what, once yung mga long rally na ganun, mas okay pa if the opposing team will actually score off from an attack rather than you causing an error and giving out a free point.
Another error from the side of Pasay. And in long rallies, Sir Jong, it's important to just be patient.
Oh, definitely.
Sometimes you have to know when to just reset the point or to just take the risk and attack.
And most of the teams talaga, if it is a long rally, I mean, they scramble, di ba? So right now, dito kita natin, we've seen a lot of long rallies already, but meanwhile, dito, Shika Espinosa breaking down that wall.
That's a real captain right there. A while ago, she was frustrated with an error. Ngayon, bumawi. And that's what the coaches want. Take a look at this. Ang tapang.
Yeah.
With 2 blockers in front of her.
Shika Espinosa went actually into different teams for the past 3 seasons ng MPVA, but I've never seen her so much matured like this. And because of that, Pons, Caloocan up by 5 will lead us to our first technical timeout.
Plans, play, game! With Smart Only 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable. for only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now.
Kick Mobile. Download the Kick app, choose your number, activate the eSIM, and own the country's first ever customizable mobile experience. Stay first in line for network priority. Kick Mobile. Download now.
Well, catch all the games live and free exclusively on pusup.com. Your game, your community. Join now. Powered by Smart, the official telco partner of the MPVA. Special thanks to our media partners, Smart Sports and Puso Pilipinas. And again, what a second set points here for Caloocan. They're up by 5. And by all means, it is all Shika Espinosa. But this time, it will be a different one. But well defended dito. Eslapor. Well, here, I mean, there should be just someone here to finally stop this bleeding. That one brave player. But Flores Anpapag, Eslapor, pupuntahan naman. Shika Espinosa will try again. Eslapor. Wow. Woo! Coverage is amazing here for both squads. Rhea Manalo sa likod, masyadong mataas. Venice Puson, Flores Anpapa. Oh!
That was an error by Ledesma, but nevertheless, that was an excellent rally for both teams. Kita mo yung sistema nila, especially when it comes to defense. And it's also nice to see that they're using the middle attackers, especially in the side of Caloocan, in these long rallies.
Oo.
So naisisingit nila yung mga quick attacks kahit mahaba yung rally, and hindi lang sila nagde-depend sa wings.
But very unfortunate nga lang po. I mean, again, it ended an error.
Yes, that's a trend that they do not want to continue. The long rallies ending in errors. But if this is the system that Caloocan has, kahit kaunti pa lang yung training nila, what more will we see in the coming weeks? It's
Oh,
exciting.
Yes. I like that. I like that, you know, giving, more than giving them a glimpse of hope, but I mean, that's true. I mean, considering that these girls are really not, you know, familiar to each other, diba? So let's see the improvement, and that's what we're looking forward as Caloocan will be calling a timeout here.
Caloocan had a huge lead heading into the first technical timeout, but since that break, they were still unable to score any single point. So it causes coach to ring the bell, ring the timer, and just huddle the girls, maybe encourage them to breathe a little and just reset. Because so far they've still been playing well. They commit errors, but in transition they have shown that they're a capable team, a strong team with a system that's slowly but surely showing here on the court.
And sometimes, you know, once ganung timeout, di na kinakailangan ng mga sobrang technical na advice from the coach. Sometimes a breather on a timeout would really change a lot, and that could also make already a difference. But this time, again, mukhang long rally na naman to, because this will be a free ball for Pasay. Oh, wow. Rhea Manalo. Nobody wants to drop that ball. But this time, puntos here.
Astilia attempted thrice to score. And in that last point, in that last hit, she was successful. It was a strong shot. And you see the confidence in these girls, the confidence that the setters are giving to their middle attackers.
Of course. Shika Espinosa.
That attack was out. Shika, after a perfect start, now being subbed out because of continuous errors.
And what do you think forced, I mean, not only Shika, we've seen also other players here from Caloocan committing unforced errors. What do you think, like, forced Shika Espinosa from doing a wonderful job on spikes to committing errors?
I think minsan nanggigigil.
Oh, yeah. Oo.
Kanina nung long rally that where she committed an error, parang nanggigil siya. She wanted to attack the ball hard on the second touch. And maybe coach just wants Shika to rest and see the game from an outsider's perspective. As we take a look at this, Raslan contributing right away in replace of the team captain Espinosa.
Susan Raslan. Also here. Oh! 4 touches. Puntos here para sa Caloocan.
Good run by Puzon. Try to adjust from that bad first ball. Take a look at this. Nice heavy serve, but the reception was too far for Puzon to reach.
Strong serve still. Inside dito for Caloocan. Up by 3.
2 consecutive points by Yap. Great. Take a look at this. Another one. But this time, they misread. They thought the ball was going out. But that's the beauty of float serves.
Pusa na lang bumabagsak talaga no? But meanwhile, Lapor, hindi na babagsak ang bola. Rhea Manalo. Well, this could be it. 8-12 in favor of Caloocan.
It's nice to see Rhea Manalo confident with her attacks. The few points she scored, they're very high quality spikes. And it's exciting to see that a lot of players are stepping up for the side of Caloocan.
But here, meanwhile, Coach Camila Banto will call a timeout. Will they have their own run respectively? Earlier, I think it's 5-0 run for Pasay. But meanwhile dito, gagawa ng paraan Coach Camila Banto because that has already been 3 straight points for Caloocan.
Solid. So, a timeout being called a while ago by Pasay kasi lumaki na ulit yung lamang. They were already tying the game with Caloocan. Maganda na yung bawi nila. But Caloocan making the lead bigger again.
And Pons, I think after that timeout kanina, after we resume, that's already a 4 straight points dito for Caloocan. Loris and Papa, ganda ng mga reception dito. Lapor finally stopping the bleeding here.
Yes, exactly. The services of Yap has been a big problem the past couple of rallies. But Lapor having the presence of mind, she wanted to end that run right away.
Oh yeah, Lapor beyond deck on the service line. Magka-diagonal pala itong dalawa nating queen of the court. Lapor and Papa. This one, Rhea Manalo. Venice Puson sa gitna. Oh!
Astilia, more than the point she scores, it's really the energy that she gives to the team. Take a look at this attack. Look at that.
Oh.
Really a show of force for this young lady right here. And sometimes, kahit hindi karamihan yung points mo, but the energy you give is very important sa
Like
trajectory ng laro nyo.
I like that. Venice Puson dito, gagawa ng paraan. Papa, Rhea Manalo, denied! Venice Puson one more time to Papa. Papa again. 1-2 play will not work. This time, this is surely be a free ball outside. Puntos here for Caloocan.
That's when the patience is paying off. We notice a lot of bodies on the floor on the side of Caloocan in that rally. Dara Nieva really making the effort to keep the ball alive. A lot of saves from her.
Oh yeah. Ito din yung mga gusto ko. I mean, especially if you're an outside hitter number 2. I mean, aside from being really very good on the offense when you're in front, I mean, you also to be, a very good defensive player as well. And I think that is what Nieva is giving us here tonight. This will be puntos for Caloocan.
Another one of those instances where the reception is too far from Puzon. And Puzon, you can see Puzon just running para habulin yung bola to keep it alive.
And that was the game's community cam powered by Pusupi. Your game, your community. Join now. Finally, Papa scoring a point here for the Pasay.
Great showing of strength again for Papa. Continuing. Both Papa and Eslapor has been consistent since the first set.
This time sa gitna, binilisan. Puntos for Caloocan.
Ledesma. Yes, that was Ledesma. Correct. Finally connecting well with Yap. Take a look at that. She was above the ball. Good contact point. Her elevation was great. Just a matter of time that they have a successful execution of a quick attack.
Dito, almost the same style, folks. Ang
Yes.
binibigay dito ng Pasay.
Nagagantihan lang si Ledesma and Astilla. That was almost the identical attack. It was a quick spike.
And that was a power spike presented by Smart Power All 99. Load now. Meanwhile, this will be Rhea Manalo. Remember my name. Rhea Manalo scoring off from the opposite. And Pons, again, Caloocan will lead us to our second technical timeout. But meanwhile, that power spike presented by Smart Power All 99. Load now.
Plans, play,
Game!
with Smart Only 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable. For only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now.
Kick Mobile. Download the Kick app, choose your number, activate the eSIM, and own the country's first ever customizable mobile experience. Stay first in line for network priority. Kick Mobile. Download now.
Back to live action here in Manny Pacquiao's MPVA. Jong and Pon, I got the chance to speak with two-time NCAA best setter and now one of the main players para dito sa Pasay, Venice Puzon. And I asked her what makes her such an elite level setter and to always perform at a high level. Sabi niya, malaki ang tiwala ko sa kakampi ko. Alam ko kahit sino ang iset ko, mataas ang kumpiyansa ko na makakascore sila. Tsaka kasama na rin yung familiarity sa bawat teammates ko. And she even actually offered some inspirational message to everyone watching her. And to those players who are taller or undersized and playing volleyball, sabi niya, hindi lang para sa matangkad ang volleyball. Actually, inamin nga niya, mas gusto daw niya yung challenge na kaharap niya, mas matangkad na players. Mas na-motivate ako at ibibigay ko talaga yung best ko bawat laro. And she ended it with a reminder to all aspiring athletes to never let height hinder them. Sabi niya, huwag niyong gawing hadlang yung height niyo. Kung kaya ko, kaya niyo rin. Balik sa inyo, Jong and Pon.
For that report, Nico. But meanwhile dito, Pons, lumuloban na yung kalamangan dito ng Caloocan. We're 18-12.
Yes, just 2 points after our second technical timeout. We've already seen a timeout from Pasay, a separate timeout.
Oh yeah.
And back to the report a while ago.
Na-convert, o sige, kuha tayo sa block. Ha? Laruin lang natin. Laruin natin sila, huwag kayo ang magpapalaro sa kanila. Ha?
Dalawa lang yung spiker. Guy, dalawa lang yung spiker.
And there you go, Pons ito, Coach Camila Banto, it's clearly said na, I mean, this is a game and they really need to wake up. I mean, dito yung Caloocan have already scored many points since then and that's how you want to respond after a timeout kabal sa scoring immediately here for Pasay.
Yes, Cabalsa, one of the leaders of the team. She has been hailed as the Queen of the Fort in one of their wins. And it's good to, that's what you want as a coach, to see your players execute right away after the timeout.
Of course. Nieva. No!
Raslan and Manalo nagkatinginan. They were unsure as to who was gonna get the ball. But I think it was Raslan who was already moving to get the ball. Look at this. It was an unfortunate error.
Oh, this time. Well,
Dahab.
Oh, Sonsi Dahab. I think that is Sonsi's first point here in this match.
So Dahab, aside from Ledesma, maganda na nagagamit rin ni Yap si Dahab. Because in that way, lahat ng spikers niya are now becoming threats.
Because earlier points, it was only just Chica Espinosa. I mean, during the first set. And now that Chica Espinosa is not player, I mean, it distributed the weight to all of the players for Caloocan.
That's correct. And now we see Rhea Manalo stepping up, the middle attacker stepping up, and even Dara Nieva.
Everybody stepping up big time here. But I see Chica Espinosa holding a number here, so she might return inside the court anytime. But substitution here for Pasay. Coach Camila Banto wanted to secure that she will have a tall front line dito on the side of Pasay.
Because this is just 4 points, a very manageable lead if you were Pasay. There's no reason to be frazzled as early as this part.
Oh, what a time for an ace!
That was an excellent float serve. You can see the ball just still in the air, not spinning, and immediately going down. The ball was
Ang hirap gawin nun. There's no spin sa bola.
hard to receive.
Oh, good. That is a good first ball. This time, pupuntan Sonsino. Oh! This will be a free ball now here. Opportunity to Pasay. Good dog.
Susan Raslan with an excellent shot right there. It was a down the line shot. Also credit Yap for this set.
Kita mo, Raslan Pons, inibabawan yung mga blockers natin dito from Pasay.
This time it was Caloocan with a serve na hindi ma-handle ng kabilang side.
And it's kind of rare because Eslapor and Papa are known to be one of the good receivers here so far in our league. And it looks like Pons that our 2 games here for tonight are no sweep.
Yes, both games. Wala tayong 3-setters today, Sir Jong.
Well, I think it's a good sign that all of our teams really preparing, coming in or heading into the games, but that is an outside, so it will be an automatic point for Pasay.
And it's also proof that our teams are well matched.
Oh yeah, nice point. Verna del Flora. Nieva giving away perfect volleyball dito sa kanilang setter. Meanwhile, and that's how you want to respond over and over again here for Pasay.
That was a great shot. Substitution. Impact right away from Pasay.
Meanwhile, gagawa ng parang Susan Raslan. Nice intention, but I must say bad execution.
Trying to be creative, trying to outsmart the defense. Just did not work.
And this time, a high time for Caloocan to call for a timeout points. I mean, I mean, this is the trend of Pasay Pons. I mean, they always start the game really very strong. Coming to the next sets, they tend to be somehow compliant, more relaxed. But during the latter part of the game, that is when lumalabas yung totoo nilang laro. Well, this might happen too similarly dito on their fight to Caloocan. But if you're Caloocan, you don't want to wait for Pasay na maka-bounce back pa. As early as now, you want to be intentional, making sure that you're going to get this game.
That's correct. And these are veterans right here, so we expect them to be more composed in the end game.
Wow, that is surely Susan Raslan's sweet spot. Down the line kill.
Yes, that's correct. Her last 2 points have been excellent down the line shots. Look at that form, that wind up, and that execution from Raslan.
Veteran na si Susan Raslan. But Eslapor, kung cross-court, kung down the line ka, cross-court ako, says Eslapor.
What worked for that attack was not really the power, not the speed, but the placement. Take a look at this. She really intended for it to go towards the left side.
Eslapor. Pupuntan sa likod, Nieva. To Papa. Well, if you're Caloocan and when you just thought that this could be an easy win, think twice because Pasay here
Is trying to catch up. And the wing attackers really contributing to the cause.
But it's kind of too close.
Yes, that set from Yap was too close to the net. There's nothing that Rhea Manalo could do. There's no space for her.
Pons, would you believe, I mean, from 5-point lead dito ng Caloocan, we're now down to 1.
Well, if we're gonna base on the trend from the past games,
Ganun talaga.
yes, yung mga 3-point lead, that's barely negligible.
Wow. That did cost a lot of money here for Pasay. This will be 4 set points for Caloocan.
Ledesma, you can see the in their attack. She really wanted that point. A while ago, nakakapunto siya with tips. But take a look at this. A strong spike from Ledesma.
Woo. What a game. And we're just only on the second set. And what a moment din na pumasok dito si Chica Espinosa. But of course, on the set point, kanyang kupunan. Over receive! Puntos! At panalo dito for Caloocan.
Yumi Yonko from the side of Pasay, unable to control that strong float serve from Espinosa.
Let's take a look one more time. And finally here for Caloocan, this could be a glimpse of hope or a possible win. Possible first win here. And the MPVA Caloocan getting set number 2.
Plans, play, game! With Smart Only 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable. For only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now.
Kick Mobile. Download the Kick app, choose your number, activate the eSIM, and own the country's first ever customizable mobile experience. Stay first in line for network priority. Kick Mobile. Download now.
Only projects, plans, play, game! With Smart Only 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable. For only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now.
Kick Mobile. Download the Kick app, choose your number, activate the eSIM, and own the country's first ever customizable mobile experience. Stay first in line for network priority. Kick Mobile. Download now.
Only projects, plans, play, game! With Smart Only 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable. For only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now.
Kick Mobile. Download the Kick app, choose your number, activate the eSIM, and own the country's first ever customizable mobile experience. Stay first in line for network priority. Kick Mobile. Download now.
Second set taken by Caloocan, 25-22. So just mirroring, binabaliktad lang nila yung score ng first set where Pasay won. And in this set, what we saw was the composure, the other players stepping up on the side of Caloocan. And when team captain Chica Espinosa was not able to convert her points consistently, other players like Ledesma, Nieva, Rhea Manalo stepped up for the team.
Of course, and Pons, I mean, here in the third set will be really very exciting because if you are Pasay, you wanted a revenge. I mean, that could have been an extended set. But of course, if you are Caloocan, you want to prove that the second set was not a fluke. I mean, not just by luck. And let's see now who will prevail and who will come out victorious on getting this set number 3. Would it be Caloocan or Pasay on the statistics, Pons?
Take a look at the statistics. 14 as compared to 12 attacks, 5 aces as compared to 2, and the Caloocan minimizing their errors to just... Actually, Caloocan had more errors, but the aces pala rather ang main contributor ng puntos para sa kanila. Kasi you saw the setter of Pasay naghahabol talaga ng
Hirap.
bola from reception.
Block point dito. Instantly here for Caloocan.
Ledesma picking up from her excellent performance at the end of set 2. Meron siyang momentum building spike kanina.
And it changes Pons. I mean, during the first set again, it was only Jessica Espinosa. But here comes the contributor in Rhea Manalo, in Ledesma, and that made all the difference. And Caloocan snatching the second set here over Pasay. And if they continue to do so, who knows? They might also get this win contra Pasay.
And yes, Cosmod, a new starter in this set for the side of Pasay. There was a touch.
Yes.
So now she has 2 points in the third set.
And kita mo, nagbago din talaga yung direction ng bola.
Yes, and the linesman called it correctly.
Chica Espinosa, pupuntahan dito, reverse set, Rhea Manalo, denied.
Rhea Manalo we saw has been consistent from the opposite kanina pa. Sobrang bibigat ng mga palo niya, but this time she should now be part of the radar nitong Pasay on women to block.
Of course. Gagawa ng paraan, Nieva. No man is home here for Caloocan.
2 consecutive blocks on the side of Pasay. It's something that has worked for them consistently kanina pa. And if you were Caloocan, you have to adjust right away, find yung creative ways to score.
Sa gitna. But no, nobody's coming here. Free ball, an opportunity here for Caloocan. Setting up Nieva, denied again. One-man block. Papa. Kabalsa. Combination to Papa, and it's good.
That time, it was a Espinosa. Is she okay?
Well, I think Shika here kind of slip, but yeah. Let's tignan natin sa replay. But sabi dito ni Shika, okay lang daw siya.
Yes, that's all we wanna hear.
But I think Shika is okay. I mean, maybe just some light friction on her fingers tsaka sa ating floor. But this time, all Pasay up by 4 here in the third set.
But yeah, as early as just the 5-point mark, nagtawag na ng timeout ng Caloocan. But it also shows yung sense of urgency ni coach na gusto niya makakita ng change right away. Ayaw niyang hayaan yung Pasay na mag magtayo ng malaking lead. Because he knows that Pasay is a veteran team. Mas madaling ikaw yung lamang agad
Oo.
kesa naghahabol.
With all the experience and years of playing of this Air Force representing now Pasay. I mean, kahit nakapikit, feeling ko kaya maglaro ng mga to. But this time, pupuntan dito, Ledesma, no? There is kind of hard set there coming from Cabalsa. Nieva. Wow. Strongest hit of Nieva today.
That was a great down-the-line shot. A while ago, we've seen Dara Nieva, consistently scoring from the cross court. But take a look at this. Angled towards zone 1, and it was in.
First ball. Venice Puson still having some struggle on chasing that volleyball. Rhea Manalo. Venice Puson chooses. Oh, denied.
I think that was Rhea Manalo with the block. And that's where yung coverage matters. Kasi na-block si Rhea Manalo, na-cover nila yung bola, they reset the point. And in the end of the rally, sila yung nakakuha. Look at that. It's a great press from the blocker's arms.
Ganda rin ang taas din ng vertical dito ni Rhea Manalo. Venice Puson kanina pa, hirap na hirap on the second ball. This will be Nieva again!
That was an excellent set from Yap. And they're back in the set. 4 points to 5. Look at that. Nieva again, down the line angle. Yung hatid ng bola ni Yap kay Nieva, it has been excellent so far.
And tables have turned here. Pons from 1 to 5. Isa na lang hinahabol dito ng Caloocan. This time, this will be another opportunity here. Oh,
Overreaching violation called by the referee. Espinosa contesting it right now. And Nieva still explaining it. Because you have to give your opposing setter the opportunity to set the ball up for her spikers. You cannot disrupt the play right away.
but well, sometimes kasi if you feel that the ball is coming before you sa net talaga, it's really very tempting, to get that ball. But yeah, I think that is an overreaching already.
But I also understand Nieva's case. But in this instance, we have to respect the referee's decision.
Yeah. And it's pretty obvious that Venice Pusan, I think, no points, still trying to set that ball when Nieva actually touched the ball. But the game here will continue.
You really see how they want to score every point, how important every point is.
Venice Puson pupuntaan dito. Laport down the line and it's good.
Slapor gumagante, sabi niya kaya ko rin mag down the line. And it's been a showing of down the line hits today.
Pansin mo din, ang daming down the line.
From Nieva, kanina si Raslan, this time Slapor.
Well, which side of the court, Pons, for you is harder if you're trying to defend an attack? Which side of the court is trying to defend? I mean, the cross court or the down the line?
I think depende rin sa blockers yan, Sir Jong.
Oo.
Kung saan pag sobrang laki ng space na babantayan mo kasi walang nagbablock, it's really hard to defend. So, depende sa blocking pattern nyo kung mas ibubukan nyo ba yung floor defense sa cross or sa down the line.
Okay, well, good point. Venice Puson here. Papa, no. Puson. Papa once again. Well, this time, Venice Puson combination chooses Papa. This will be an opportunity again, reloading it back to Eslapor.
Eslapor coming from an attack. She blocked the ball and got the point, and 3-point lead for Pasay.
And look at that. As Lepore will lead us Pasay on the first technical timeout.
Projects, plans, play, game! With Smart Only 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable. For only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now.
Kick Mobile. Download the Kick app, choose your number, activate the eSIM, and own the country's first ever customizable mobile experience. Stay first in line for network priority. Kick Mobile. Download now.
Catch all the games live and free exclusively on postupd.com. Your game, your community. Join now. Powered by Smart, the official telco partner of the MPVA. Special thanks to our media partner Smart Sports and Puso Pilipinas.
We can see, as we can notice, Papa is playing as an opposite in this third set. A little bit of shuffle from coach.
And we see a running Sonsi Dahab. But Nieva. No. This will be Cabalsa. Nieva one more time. Reloading. Off the block point.
Tara Nieva showing that you could add the off the block shot in her arsenal. She could do cross court, down the line, and off the block shots. She moves to the back row.
And of course, Nieva trying to bring in all of the learning that she got in the University of the East when she's playing.
And that was called out by our linesman.
Nieva, good reception there, but masyadong malapit. But Chica Espinosa, your leading scorer and your team captain already here in front. Pupuntahan sa Sonsi Dahab to Chica Espinosa.
Chica Espinosa smashed that ball too hard. That was already a low set. Pero tinry pa rin niyang paluin ng malakas. That was not the best adjustment to a miss set or a set na bitin.
This time, nobody's communicating and nobody gets that ball.
Espinosa, dalawang beses na nangyari sa kanya that she was just standing, giving up a free ball. But yeah, point is a point, and she has to pick herself up as the team captain. You have to really show the team your ability to come back from errors.
And this time, from the pipeline. And ito na, Pons. I mean, it was a flawless
set.
play. Yeah. But apparently, the errors here of Caloocan really, it hurts them. It piles up and it hurts them.
And we can see coach's disappointment after that, because that was a good set. It turned out to be an error for Nieva.
Chica Espinosa. Again, errors after errors here for Caloocan. And this is not what we want to see. I mean, especially for a team who just came from a win from a previous set, this is not what you want to see from the team.
Yes, that's correct. In the past set, they were really playing lightly, smoothly. And now you can see the tension again in the side of Caloocan.
This time, Tara Nieva gagawa ng paraan as Papa Cabalsa, Antilla rather. This time, pupuntahan dito. Wow! Raslan, by the way, is inside the court here for Caloocan. Raslan, no. Long rally alert. Ball is still alive. Venice Puson. Everybody's on point here, Pons. Susan Raslan. Venice Puson will reload this up, but Susan Raslan is ready to cover as Rhea Manalo attacking from the pipe on the opposite. Papa. Coverage. Wow. And this time, Castilla, no. Papa. Venice Puson. Eslapor ready for coverage. Oh!
That was the longest rally of the match, and same as the trends from the past long rallies, paunahan na lang mag-error.
Oh.
And this time, they got the better of the Pasay Lady Voyagers. Sila yung unang nag-error. And yun yung sinasabi natin, patience. That's what you need in long rallies.
And sayang, I mean, sabi ko nga, it's really okay for the opposing team to score via an attack, rather than you giving away just a point because of an error. This time, pupuntahan dito. Rhea Manalo, reverse set!
This time, sabi ni Rhea, ayoko ng long rally. I want to end this right away. And it's a good thing to see. You know, whenever...
And that was a power spike presented by Smart Power All 9-9. Load now. Good pickup here coming from Tara Nieva. Breaking down at wall.
That's just a great reply by
that's
Cosmod. Now that they have this big lead,
Oh, yes.
they want to protect it. And kanina, ang ganda ng block ni Rhea, but this time, the block was loose. Medyo malayo siya sa net.
And again, well, this third set is all about, giving away free points and error. Sayang yung mamangitang rally. And Susan Raslan here, her opposite here for Caloocan, doing the service for the ladies in orange. Cosmod again.
Cosmod, time and time again, challenging the blocking of Caloocan. Kanina through the block, ngayon naman off the block. Look at this. Yung angle niya is towards the right side. On the left arm of the middle blocker.
Napakalinis. Nieva, Venice Puson. Oh! Wow. Indeed, the communication is on point here. Cosmod, the showstopper here in the third set.
Yes, Cosmod. Tallying around 5 points already just in this third set.
Wow.
And we mentioned she was not a starter.
Yeah.
So the fact na pinasok siya ni coach and she stepped up right away with spikes like these, coach must be happy right now.
Certainly.
I think that was called a lift.
And our
Kapasa couldn't get away with that. That was an error.
At di na rin umalma si
Yeah,
si
she tried to
Gabasa.
defend what she did, but yeah, the referee called it a lifting.
Venice Puson, pupuntahan. Cabalsa. Nieva.
You could really see the intention of Nieva with that attack. When approaching, she was facing the cross court. Take a look at this. Facing the cross court, pero binaling pakaliwa yung arms when she hit the ball.
And I think Nieva already mastered of doing that, of using the hands of the blockers, because she's not that at all outside hitter. Maybe it was her strategy to but now dito Pasay lamang na nga ng apat, 16-12. Pasay halfway through on getting the set number 3.
Projects, plans, play,
Game!
with Smart Only 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable for only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now.
Kick Mobile. Download the Kick app, choose your number, activate the eSIM, and own the country's first ever customizable mobile experience. Stay first in line for network priority. Kick Mobile. Download now.
Back to live action here in Manny Pacquiao's MPVA. God, Caloocan, and family. Those are the three things Rhea Manalo keeps in mind every time she suits up for the AM Spikers. In fact, andito ngayon yung mom and dad ni Rhea. Nakausap ko kanina si Nanay Lani ng Caloocan AM Spikers. Sabi nga niya sa akin, tuwan-tuwa ako tuwing nakita ko si Rhea maglaro. Despite everything she's been through throughout her career, natutuwa lang ako na nakita siya nag-enjoy ng volleyball dito. Sinabi nga sa akin ni Rhea kanina, gusto niya maganda yung performance na maipakita ng home team nila dito sa Caloocan Sports Complex. Sabi niya, kung ano man ang naging performance namin sa past games, lagi namin iniisip, panibagong game ito. Chance ulit na maibigay namin ang lahat para dito sa Caloocan. And she says she credits everything in her career for Caloocan because they've always believed in her. Despite suffering from injuries and setbacks, they've always given her a chance to be better and come back stronger. Balik sa inyo, Jong and Pon.
Yeah, well, thank you, Nico. Well, I mean, you're right. I mean, of course, as a player, it's not you will not get the belief and the support of anyone, and you owe it to someone who believes in you. And I think Rhea Manalo is really very fortunate to have his family, and more than his family, to have Caloocan at her back in supporting the sport that you choose to love.
That's correct. And the inspiration also you get from the support of your family is something na dala-dala ng mga atleta yan ever since they were young.
Oh yeah.
No whistle yet.
Yes, Rhea Manalo. Venice Puson, reverse set to Papa. This time Nieva again. Oh, but Venice Puson ready to cover that ball. Eslapor. Reverse set. Rhea Manalo. She's everywhere here for Caloocan.
Yeah, she is the woman of the hour for Caloocan. Manalo just proving that she's also a threat in the back row.
Oh yeah.
Because sometimes we just see back rows in really high level competition, and Manalo proving that she's a very competent spiker.
And this time, Binyan. I mean, Pasay, they were both wearing pink, but yes, Pasay is finally stopping the bleeding here.
Yuri Eslapor, one of the main and most consistent scorers since day one for Pasay. And even if Cosmod moves to the back, Pasay know that they are in safe hands. Courtesy of Eslapor.
And strategic substitution dito tayo ngayon for Pasay. I mean, for a full rotation dito. Double substitution. They're running Sonsi Dahab. And that is still Sonsi Dahab one more time. Eslapor. Nothing so fancy and flashy, but yet really very effective.
Time and time again, we repeat that Yuri Eslapor is a great beach volleyball player, and that was a beach volleyball move. You're just using the net, working with these very steep angles to score.
But now, Caloocan, of course, you want to have a timeout, you want to regroup as a team and see kung paano ba natin ipigilan ito mga tuloy na atake ng Pasay. Well, kanina lang po, I mean, there are a lot of numbers wherein we're tied lock along with Pasay, but just right now, anim na yung hinahabol dito ng Caloocan sa Pasay.
Yes, dito lumalabas yung consistency itong Pasay team. Yes, we have seen Caloocan improve vastly from their first few games. Pero itong Pasay, they're veterans. They've been in the game longer than some of these Caloocan players.
As this time, Nieva. Gagawa ng paraan ni Eslapor. That is clearly inside.
This time, Ures Lapor, hindi na niya kailangan yung net to let the ball roll over na net. She used force this time. And it's good to see na ang dami rin talagang pwedeng panghugutan nitong si Eslapor when it comes to scoring. Ang dami niyang skills that she's showing here.
This time, gagawa ng paraan dito. Eslapor, one more time. Rhea Manalo. Nieva. Oh, this will be an opportunity again here. Just simple volleyball. And here comes Pasay. Dumitikat na to finally snatch this third set.
That was Parong. Started the game a while ago. Now part of the double substitution of Coach.
Once this time, pupuntahan dito. Nieva. Hindi na mubra dito yung mga pa-swipe and down the line ni Nieva. Really extra be careful here. That's on si Dahab. Sorry.
Yeah, but Dahab not ready to cover. She was near the ball pero hindi niya naiangat.
Two more points for Pasay here.
Kailangan always ready to cover. That should always be part of your floor defense formation. Now, whenever your attacker is spiking the ball or attacking, you have to be ready to cover the ball.
Of course. Volleyball is more than just an offense. I mean, on a defensive side, you really also be very excellent.
Yeah, it's a continuous sport. The rally only ends when the referee calls at pumito na yung referee. So, tuloy-tuloy yan. Palaging may next step sa volleyball. So, atake. Kailangan pag-atake may cover. Tapos babalik ka lang sa setting. Atake, cover. Depensa, digging.
There's a lot of skills actually na kailangan marutunan sa volleyball. So, this is not an easy one. So, you really have to admire, these athletes playing here in your as you see and watch on your television. But meanwhile, finally, dito na.
Yes, Dara Nieva now turning out to be the most consistent spiker for the side of Caloocan. Yung down the line shot niya, nakaka 3 or more points na siya from that angle. And yun, pwede rin yung panghugutan ng puntusyon ng team.
But we do hope that it's not too late here in the set. But we do our effort para bumawi. But dito, Susan Raslan. Oh, that is over. But this will be a free ball on the side of Pasay. Let's see what will be the play. This will be a slapper one more time. Naninigurado Susan Raslan. Oh, opportunity again to Pasay. They give it up for Cabalsa. No. Pasay once again. Eslapor. But this time, Susan Raslan will try to give free ball. Reloading. Eslapor. Defense is amazing here for both squads. Eslapor one more time.
Eslapor inutakan. That was another long rally, but this time it was ended by an attack. And Eslapor, ang dami niya ring pinakitang ways to score, but this off-speed shot, it got the point for her team.
Well, good thing that last attack paid off here for Pasay, as only 1 point is needed for them to complete their quest here in the third set. That is, there's no check, which means that Pasay will be up 2-1, 25-21. That is not something that you like if you were Caloocan to end this set with a lot of free points, a lot of errors was given here to your opponent. But again, this is 25-15 in favor of Pasay.
Game! With Smart Only 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable. For only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now.
Kick Mobile. Download the Kick app, choose your number, activate the eSIM, and own the country's first ever customizable mobile experience. Stay first in line for network priority. Kick Mobile. Download now.
Only projects, plans, play, game! With Smart Only 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable. For only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now.
Kick Mobile. Download the Kick app, choose your number, activate the eSIM, and own the country's first ever customizable mobile experience. Stay first in line for network priority. Kick Mobile. Download now.
Only projects, plans, play, game! With Smart Only 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable. For only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now.
Kick Mobile. Download the Kick app, choose your number, activate the eSIM, and own the country's first ever customizable mobile experience. Stay first in line for network priority. Kick Mobile. Download now.
Projects, plans, play, game! With Smart Only 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable. For only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now.
And Pasay finally 2-1 here, 25-15, showing so much dominance here over the Caloocan Spikers. And I must say, Pasay really taking advantage on those free points na binigay dito ng Caloocan. They took advantage as well on the errors that keep on piling up on the side of Caloocan, Pons.
Yes, on the side of Caloocan, it was only Nieva who really worked the offense of the team. Whereas for Pasay, it was Cosmod who tallied at least 5-6 points in this third set. Very valuable substitution for this team. And yung composure, the way Pasay lessened their errors, and unfortunately on the other hand, Caloocan, they committed some costly errors and medyo bumitaw na rin sila ng dulo. So our hope for both teams is for Pasay to continue their confident run, whereas for Caloocan, they have to snap out of the rut that they've experienced in the third set and bumawi agad kasi they have proven in the second set na kayang-kaya naman nilang bumawi.
Definitely. And kaya nila bumawi, is that just one of the reasons I say na kung bakit din nakabawi itong Caloocan. We have not felt much of Giga Espinosa's presence and scoring compared to the second set. It was again all just Tara Nieva doing all the scoring for Caloocan. And of course, if you're Caloocan, you have just one last chance, one last set, okay, to not disappoint all of your supporters and to all of your, supporters coming here into the venue and supporting you because Caloocan is our host here in today's game.
Yes, and yun nabanggit natin kanina yung home advantage. You have family and friends supporting you in here, and it could definitely boost your morale as a team. For Caloocan, yeah, maximize playing in your home court.
Of course.
Because that could really play a factor. Actually, na-mention kanina sa report na some family members are watching. So, yeah, you could draw inspiration from that.
Definitely. But if there's something that Pasay team could draw from the previous matches is that, you have to be intentional. Dito sa second set, nakita natin, grabe na yung hinabol nila, but still, they let Caloocan still the chance of winning. But of course, if you're Caloocan naman, the sense of urgency and that sense of helping together is something that, they could bring in here in this set.
That's correct. Yung sense of urgency for both teams Kasi for the side of Pasay, you want to end this. You don't want to extend to a fifth set. But for the side of Caloocan, this is a do or die set for you.
and yung win. I mean, here comes Pasay. They just wanted to have the momentum points. But for Caloocan, it is all about the first W's, if ever. You know, the pride that could bring to them if ever that they get this win contra Pasay.
Yes, that's correct. Take a look at this hit by Papa. Cross-court shot in
Wow.
the middle of two defenders. So maganda ring target yun minsan, Sir Jong, yung gitna ng
Yeah.
dalawang defenders kasi minsan maghuhulaan sila kung sino ba yung kuha ng bola.
And kita mo yung palo dito every time na nag-take off itong si Papa. It is a picture perfect take off. Sarap gawa ng silhouette. Ganda ng approach.
That's correct. And this time, another miscommunication from the side of Caloocan. It was a high first ball. Kayang-kaya pang kuhanin at iset. But it was in the middle of two players.
Susan Raslan, they have a good passing actually. Is that just the errors really uncontrollable, unmanageable here on the side of Caloocan?
Yes, and if you were Caloocan, you had to minimize these errors. Kasi this is a do or die set for you. You have to
Oh yeah.
take calculated risks.
This time Venice Puso, reverse set. Papa. Gagawa ng paraan Taranieva. This time. Taranieva adjusting. Venice Puso sa gitna, kabalsa.
This time, it was a quick hit but ended with a tip. Kabasha just being smart in that instance. Look at this. Great approach. Hands up. But she didn't put power in that.
Mga veterans move na talaga. But of course, we want to grade all of the great people watching and giving support here in the MPVA here in Caloocan. We want to thank Spons, Mayor Along Malapitan, Congressman Oka Malapitan, and of course, Konsehal Enteng Malapitan for all the warm welcome and support you have given us, MPVA here. But meanwhile, magta-time out dito ang Caloocan. Pons, what's happening? I mean, during the second set, we saw a very aggressive Caloocan. Even on the third set, they were really very aggressive, especially in the start of the set. And right now, lamang dito ang Pasay ng apat. What's happening here sa Caloocan?
It's possible that Pasay could have scouted more. Mas nababantayan na nila yung mga top scorers nitong Caloocan. But also, it could be a confidence issue as well. Kasi after a second set na it was pretty convincing. It was a high-level set for Caloocan. Medyo nag-dip yung scoring nila in the third.
Oh! Well, I think the team who enjoyed the most really has the advantage.
That is correct. You could really feel the pressure on the side of Caloocan. Nieva looked disappointed after getting blocked. So, nawawala ng kaunti yung enjoyment ng game. Considering Nieva is one of our top scorers for Caloocan and her being benched.
But Chica Espinosa, her captain, is here. Pons, let's see if she can or if her presence can make any difference dito. That's way too close sa net.
A lot of those balls that go out of control. Look at this. The libero set the ball. But Papa was ready. So they have to really be mindful of that. It's better to set the ball farther from the net kaysa yung sobrang lapit na regalo na.
At least makakapag-adjust ka pa kahit medyo malayo sa net. Oh!
This time, Cosmod. Consistent scoring. A big lead for Pasay. Look at this. Cosmod. Cross-court shot. Caught the libero off guard.
Play game with Smart Only 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable for only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now.
Kick Mobile. Download the Kick app. Choose your number. Activate the eSIM and own the country's first ever customizable mobile experience. Stay first in line for network priority. Kick Mobile. Download now.
Nagbabalik ang Manny Pacquiao sa MPVA. Urgent reminders mula dito sa head coach ng Caloocan AM Spikers, Coach Michael Palermo. Sabi nga niya, heading into this fourth set, mindset dapat natin, girls, paabutin natin to ng fifth set. Huwag kayong magpadala sa emosyon. Stay focused, stay calm, and fight like your life depends on it. Yan nga ang sabi ni Coach Michael. Sabi rin niya, unahan nyo sila. Huwag kayo laging mag-adjust sa game plan ng Pasay. Force nyo rin sila ang mag-adjust sa laro natin. Unahin ninyo sa lahat ng bagay. And he said that they really want to win this game because having a win on their home floor would mean a lot for Caloocan's momentum moving forward in this tournament. Balik sa inyo, Jong and Pong.
Well, thank you so much, Nico. Well, yes, I mean, that should have been the mindset coming into this game. Of course, if you're Caloocan, you're here not to just play the game. You're here to show who you are. And right now, you have proven yourself in the second set that you can. And you're in the fourth set right now. And the best way possible is to challenge yourself. And sabi ko nga, here in playing volleyball is more than just, you know, the physical strength. It's all about the mental fortitude. And right now, if you did during the second set, believe that you can also here in the fourth set. But well, going back to our game this time, kita mo na, Ponce, I mean, on the body language, this is not how they played during the second set. And right now, you can see on their shoulders, I mean, they seems really very frustrated in what's going on.
Yes, and from the report by Nico, Coach Michael Palermo highlighted yung sense of urgency, yung mindset nyo this set na kailangan ilaban nyo na as if your life depends on it.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, that's an exaggeration, but sometimes that's really how, paano nilalabas ni Coach yung urgency sa'yo.
Oh, yes. No matter what it takes, you fight for it.
Correct.
Venice Puson, 1-2 play.
I think that was Yumi Yonko who received that ball, and she just laughed right after her reception error turned into a lucky point.
Mm.
But also credit to Puzon for redirecting the ball.
Chica Espinosa. Oh. This time, block. Oh, good coverage dito on the side of Pasay. Gagawa ng paraan. Wow. On that narrow space, Pons nagawa ng paraan.
Yes, and
Eslapor.
sobrang consistent niya this entire game. There is no set where she played bad.
Mhm.
And every set she has scored at least 3 or 4 points.
And that is the chase that you want for your team. Walang blockers.
You could really see the confidence of Astilla and the rest of the Pasay Lady Voyagers sky high right
Oo.
now.
Wow. I like it. Sky high confidence.
Like that. Elevation from Astilla.
And also, I think Estilla already thought that as Raslan is still on the chase, is still scrambling after that save.
Yes, it seemed like a free spike, yung mga ganong palo kanina.
Oh,
But it's a good thing that Caloocan stopped the bleeding. Because this set is far from over.
Oh,
We've seen
definitely.
bigger comebacks.
Gitna na naman, Astilla. Back-to-back points here for Pasay.
Astilla and Puzon showing their connection numerous times today. That one-hand set by Puzon was hard to execute. It requires a lot of control and timing. And Astilla ready for that attack.
Better reception here. Coming from Espinosa. Papaluan dito. Cosmod! One more time. Papa. Cosmod again. This will be Rhea Manalo. No entry here, says Pasay.
I was about to say that was an excellent set from Yap to Manalo. But the defense of Pasay,
grabe.
with Cosmod and Astilla teaming up for that block.
And I know you know how it feels, Pons Mablak. Diba? I mean, it really affects your confidence. So, I mean, more than the score, it destroys somehow the morale of the spikers.
Yes, that's correct, sir. But the thing with volleyball is you have to be at the moment. You do not have to really think about the errors you've made. Kailangan bawi agad.
Of course.
And knowing these players, for sure, they have studied, trying to attack against tough blockers. So, maraming paraan para makapuntos against tough blockers.
I couldn't agree more. But Raslan receiving that volleyball as they send it back to Rhea Manalo. Venice Puson to Papa. Chica Espinosa easily pick up. Cosmod.
Cosmo, just with the approach alone, you will already sense that it was a strong attack.
And everybody's really contributing well here for Pasay. Let's take a look one last time. Cosmod, blockers were late and the hands were used for an off-the-block point, scoring here for Pasay 16-6.
Plans, play, games! With Smart Only 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable. For only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now.
Kick Mobile. Download the Kick app, choose your number, activate the eSIM, and own the country's first ever customizable mobile experience. Stay first in line for network priority. Kick Mobile. Download now.
The game's live and free exclusively on PusoP.com. Your game, your community, join now. Powered by Smart, the official telco partner of the MPVA. Special thanks to our media partner Smart Sports and Puso Pilipinas. And this is a very commanding lead of Pasay over Caloocan, 16-6. Chica Espinosa, that is outside, finally stopping the bleeding here. This could be the spark plug. This could make all the difference that Caloocan is needed right now, Pons.
Yes, and if you were Caloocan, now is the right and only time kung kailan magsisimula kang bumawi when it comes to scoring. Kasi if you let Pasay score a few more points, there's gonna be too much pressure on you to be perfect.
Certainly. But meanwhile, dito Venice Puson, Sesatan, Cosmod! Malayo yun.
Yes, that was a great set by Puzon, but Cosmod out of bounds attack.
This time, Caloocan serving. Caloocan now, that is really way too close. Error and another point dito for Pasay.
That was another set. That was too close to the net and hindi na maparaanan. So this game slowly slipping off the fingers of Caloocan, but still we've seen bigger comebacks than this. So let's see.
And slowly nakikita na natin. But you know, the never give up attitude here of Caloocan. Well, until such time that Pasay reach 25, it is not over.
Yes, Dahab. Take a look at this attack from Dahab. It was a great quick shot. If they could execute more of those, it would definitely bring momentum back in their side.
Well, good coverage. Rhea Manalo, I mean, is one of the unsung heroes indeed here for Caloocan. What a coverage. Is that just the firepower of Pasay right now is too much here for Caloocan.
Yes, even if Caloocan is playing consistently, Pasay is just on another level in this fourth set. And yes, you mentioned Rhea Manalo, the likes of Rhea Manalo have been consistent in the back row as well.
Couldn't agree more. Rhea Manalo, may halong gigil na yun, Pons.
Yes, I think the pressure may be piling up on the side of Caloocan as coach does a double substitution. Diolan and Juanillo are in. Maybe this is one of coach's last few moves
Oo.
in attempting to come back at this game.
Well, I remember Juanillo, I mean, he's also a very good hitter. So medyo nakapagtaka lang, like why she was just inserted just right now.
But there, Espinosa, that was an excellent set from Diolan to the opposite to Espinosa, but she committed an error. And Nieva comes in. Nieva with a little bit of rest.
Mm-mm. Susan Roslan. Juanillo. This will be... Oh, the ball is still alive. Juanillo adjusting. Will try to make a way. Venice Puson to Eslapor.
Eslapor only had one blocker to work with. Of course, making it easier for her to score. She has been one of the top scorers for Pasay today. And if you were Caloocan, you want to have two blockers always in
Of
front
course.
of Eslapor.
Eslapor again. Juanillo. Oh. Dito, Eslapor gagawa ng paraan. Same attack, same result. Still,
Yes.
same point here for Eslapor.
Eslapor with back-to-back off the block shots. Wala nang takot-takot.
I mean, they all have the luxury. I mean, regardless if they will commit an error here, imagine the discrepancy of the score. But here, of course, points for Caloocan. Sabi ko nga, I mean, as per Nico's report, it's not every day. It was really a challenge for the team members to to connect. I mean, even during practices. So there's really nothing to be ashamed of. I mean, the mere fact that they got or still a set here to Pasay is surely a big thing.
That's correct. And as we mentioned, we expect Caloocan to continue to grow in this league.
Oh yeah.
No one able to cover that back portion of the court. So Caloocan really crumbling.
Raslan, faulty first ball here on the side of Caloocan. Eslapor, oh, this will be a combination. No! Juanillo. Reverse set. Reverse set. Oh. Susan Raslan. This could be a combination. What a coverage here on the side, but no. This will be a point, match point for Pasay.
That combination play, it worked. And Pasay just having a really good time in the court right now. Take a look at this.
And that was a power spike presented by Smart. Power All 99 load now. Pons Pasay is now eyeing, can confidently step into the podium with their fourth win. Say that they're going to get this point over Caloocan.
Yes, it's highly likely that they're gonna get the win.
It's going to be, no. Eslapor. This could be it. And yes, point it will be given dito on the side of Caloocan, going home with their fourth straight victory here in the MPVA. While, of course, Caloocan still looking and fighting for that elusive W here in the MPVA.
That's correct. Pasay with a lot of momentum in this round one. They may have lost against Dasmariñas, but a lot of positives. And we didn't even feel the loss of the absence rather of Yari Kimson, because a lot of people stepped up for the team.
No, yeah. Definitely, it's still, a great game. And of course, Caloocan pushing Pasay and was able to even get a set here. Still, really a very good game. Though a lot of players were not present here. Of course, there even Pasay's team captain Jennifer Manzano Cain present, but didn't see her play inside the court.
So, on the side of Caloocan, nothing to be ashamed of. It was a good game. A lot of players had positives. Just a matter of consistency and yung pagbawi. Pag malaki na yung laman ng kalaban, the mindset that you have heading into the final stretches of each set, yung mga ganong bagay, that could definitely be adjusted.
Hey, game! With Smart Only 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable. For only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now.
Kick Mobile. Download the Kick app, choose your number, activate the eSIM, and own the country's first ever customizable mobile experience. Stay first in line for network priority. Kick Mobile. Download now.
Only projects, plans, play, game! With Smart Only 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable. For only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now.
Kick Mobile. Download the Kick app, choose your number, activate the eSIM, and own the country's first ever customizable mobile experience. Stay first in line for network priority. Kick Mobile. Download now.
Only projects, plans, play, game! With Smart Only 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable. For only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now.
Kick Mobile. Download the Kick app, choose your number, activate the eSIM, and own the country's first ever customizable mobile experience. Stay first in line for network priority. Kick Mobile. Download now.
Only projects, plans, play, game! With Smart Only 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable. For only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now.
Kick Mobile. Download the Kick app, choose your number, activate the eSIM, and own the country's first ever customizable mobile experience. Stay first in line for network priority. Kick Mobile. Download now.
And Pasay dominating this match in 4 very passionate sets. Of course, Caloocan trying to pull an upset by snatching set number 2 here, but still prevailing here. Of course, the Pasay Lady Voyagers winning their 4th W here in the MPVA. And of course, our Queen of the Court. There's really a lot of players showing a lot of great skills and grit in that 4th set victory of Pasay. But Pons, sino bang napili nating Queen of the Court right now?
Yes, our Queen of the Court is Krisha Marie Cosmod. And her stepping up since the start of the 3rd set, she was not a starter nung unang mga sets natin, but bulk of her scoring were from the 3rd and 4th sets. So that's really impeccable for a player
And
to stand out.
I like the term impeccable. And of course, our Queen of the Court right now, Pons, is with our courtside reporter, Nico Aaron. Nico, take it away.
Alright, thank you, Jong. Kasama ko ngayon ang ating Queen of the Court, Iska Cosmod. Iska, una-una, congratulations sa panalo. 4th win ng Pasay dito sa tournament. Anong pakiramdam na ikaw naman nag-step up para sa Lady Voyagers?
First of all, I'm so happy and grateful that finally po nag-step up po ako ngayon, and I couldn't do this without the help of the team, and yun po, I'm so thankful and grateful po na maganda yun po yung laro namin tonight.
Okay, Iska, ngayon naman, big win para sa inyo. Yung Caloocan ako ng isang set doon, pero kayo nakabawi agad kayo to win this one in 4 sets. Ano yung pakiramdam na nakapag-step up yung team nyo, winning it on the home floor of Caloocan? Siyempre kayo yung away team. So, How much does that say about your confidence bilang isang koponan?
I just want to say I'm very proud of my teammates and sa pinakita namin na game ngayon, gabi. Despite sa loss sa second set, but we choose to be resilient. And also, tinrain kasi namin po yan. And I'm very happy na lumabas po yung training namin tonight.
Okay, ngayon naman Iska, yung mga gusto mong batiin, yung mga sumusuporta sa'yo at sa Pasay Lady Voyagers.
First of all, I would like to greet my family sa Cebu and sa Lanao del Norte, Cosmol family. Yung kuya ko, Kuya Ariel, Mana Adrian, yung mama ko, Mama Raquel, and yung sister ko, Tieling. And I would like to also greet Mayor Emmy Calixto Rubiana, Sir Igay Rubiano, Expadia Management Incorporation, my Pet Space, Pet Hotel and Snack Bar, Philippine Air Force, Pangoy's Private Resort, Progeny Marketing Corporation, Leon, JVA Security, Commanding General Philippine Air Force, Lieutenant General Cordura, Vice Commander Major General Aristotle Gonzalez, Colonel Bodigon, Colonel Magbanwa, Ma'am Kalay Klua, Antipasto family of Panibasan, and Davao de Oro. Keep safe po sa Lindol and keep safe everyone. Thank you po.
And there you have it, our Queen of the Court para sa Pasay Lady Voyagers. Thank you so much. Congratulations once again. Balik sa inyo, Jong and Pons.
Well, thank you so much, Nico. Much well-deserved recognition, of course, from our Queen of the Court in this match. But, of course, here, congratulations, Pasay. What a day. And what a game here for Pasay. Of course, bagging their 4th win here in the MPVA. As we can see here, and itong Pasay really always have a revelation in each and every game that they had. Different players always stepping up big time, contributing points, and despite without their, of course, the very prominent on their team, there once was the leading scorer Kim Son, but right now, let's see. Here are your Smart's powered up plays brought to you by Smart. Only 5G, only 85 pesos for 3 days. Download the Smart app and load now. Pons, I must say on the first set, Pasay must have been really preparing to get their 4th win here contra Caloocan. Everybody's really contributing. For Caloocan naman, it was Shika Espinosa who is now acting as the team captain and she walking the talk, playing big time here for Caloocan rather, during the first set.
Yes, that is correct. Pasay started strong pero Caloocan pumalag din talaga nung first set. And in the second set, ang trend naman dyan was, mas may magandang simula was Caloocan. The likes of Nierva, Manalo, Espinosa, and even the middle attackers like Tedesma and Dahab contributing in the second set. And that's when we said na iba yung progress nila agad from their previous game. And yun yung importante, the process, the team of Caloocan just trusting the process ng ini-implement through the coaches system. And from the third set hanggang fourth set, ang trend na niyan, it was dyan nagsimulang bumugso yung scoring ni Cosmo. That's why we hailed her as the Queen of the Court. Her consistency in scoring, yung power niya off the bench. Maybe she was not scouted yet by the opponents. It's also another factor why she was very consistent in scoring. And also, we cannot discredit Eslapor, Papa, and of course, the decision-making of Puzon. That's why this team won.
Definitely. If you could just only make all of them are the queens of the court, we will. But yeah, sabi mo, it is actually Cosmo who is stepping up big time, especially on the third and fourth set. Well, in the fourth set, I think here Pasay have learned a lot of lessons, especially during their upset in the second set. A lot actually played big time, especially those unsung heroes of Pasay, your setter, Venice Puzon. How about Venice Puzon on that well-distributed sets, and also that beautiful sets of Venice will not be possible without that wonderful reception na binibigay dito ni Yonko kay Venice Puzon, and Venice Puzon making it feels as if she's with the Air Force for many years. You cannot deny the fact that she's really well connected. The gelling is really there, and right now, there's really no way up after that stumble of Pasay in their first game. There's really no way but to go up here and in their next game. And of course, let's see the games tomorrow and still be here in the Caloocan Sports Complex at 4 p.m. Binyan Tatakjel Arellano Chiefs going against San Juan Lady Knights. And for the last game tomorrow, that will be the undefeated with the immaculate record Dasmariñas Monarchs going against the home heroes of Caloocan AM Spikers. And I hope that you all enjoy our matches here for today. This has been Jong Panerio and Pons Galvez alongside, of course, with our courtside reporter Nico Aaron. We're seeing you a wonderful night. Magandang gabi at kita-kita tayo bukas dito pa rin sa MPVA.